Hello Virgo, I am Jen with Timeline Tarot and I'm here to give you your What's the Tea Tarot reading for the week of April 14th, 2024. I'll begin by drawing 3 cards from the What's the Tea Oracle deck. I will clarify each of those cards with 2 tarot cards and then use the remainder of the deck to clarify those cards further in order to give you a more comprehensive and deeper meaning to the message, and that way you have a better idea of what's in store for you in the upcoming week. Now, please remember, this is a collective general reading. That means it is not customized to you or individualized in any way. It is a collective reading. There may be some messages today that do not resonate with you completely, and if that's the case, it's okay. It just means that it's a message for another Virgo. My hope, though, is that we can hop onto your timeline and give you the answers you need for the week ahead. So, Virgo, last week your video was called a strategic exit, and if that was your timeline, it appeared that you were being a little sneaky, maybe putting on a fake smile while you were planning to exit some sort of situation or relationship. That could have been like a professional job, or trying to get out of a project, leaving a community organization, possibly a romantic relationship or a friendship, but you were definitely being very, very strategic. In the beginning of the reading, I thought that it was perhaps someone else being a wolf in sheep's clothing, but it kind of seemed by the end of the reading that was you, in a good way, because I think it was you, if that was your timeline or story, being really smart about how to leave a situation that would impact you in the least, right? That you would experience the less damage, or the less loss of resources, that you would lose the least amount of resources possible. So if that was your reading, I'm not sure how that went for you, but it's quite possible that some of that trickles into this week's reading. If I hop back onto that timeline, we all live on different timelines. The decisions we make kind of can set us forward a few spots in life, or set us back. So that's what I mean by timelines. But let's see what timeline I hop on today. Hopefully it is yours. For the collective Virgos out there, what do they need to know about the week ahead, the week of April 14th, 2024? What do they not see coming? What do they need to prepare for? What is headed their way? We'll do one more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Your first card up, Virgo, into you. Someone may feel that you have good chemistry with them, good vibes. It could be romantic because of the imagery on the card. Doesn't have to be. Could just mean maybe you found someone else or a friend tribe or something like that, and you're just feeling good and positive. Looking you up. Someone could be researching you, studying you, getting info on you. I usually take this card as well as the what's the other one called? It'll come to me. I'm a Gemini, and this is Mercury retrograde, so sometimes I'm just a little tiny off. But there are 2 or 3 cards in this deck that really mean that someone's looking you up or looking you up online. So I would say that if you have social media sites and you're on various networks like Facebook and Twitter, X, Instagram and stuff, you may want to check your privacy settings if you don't want this person to be able to find you or look you up or see what you're doing. Your next card, spiritual hater. This could be someone who either doesn't like your maybe newfound beliefs, whether they're traditional religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs, or maybe just a new way that you're living your life, decisions you've made, your glow up. I take this as someone coming into their power and someone not liking it. So we'll see what that's all about. Now, in tarot, the bottom of the deck I always see as things you don't see coming, or things in the shadow and stuff like that. But on this deck, the usually like the 3 or 4 cards underneath, I look at things that are still going to occur, but just to a lesser degree than the cards that flipped out. What's the first card? Photo proof. I just told you, someone is trying to get evidence or information on you. Maybe look at your photos online. So again, check your privacy settings. Running. You could be running from or running to some sort of situation or person this week, or someone is running to you, maybe trying to run back to you. So keep that in mind. And then creativity. I take this card a lot as not only being someone who tries to steal your ideas or copy your work, but This is also my narcissist card, and I hate that word. I really do. I think it's so overused in society, but it's the best way for me to convey someone who constantly needs attention and needs to feed off of people. This is someone who may need to, like, quote unquote, feed off of you this week. So maybe someone that wants like too much of your attention or too much of your time, but in an unhealthy and toxic way. And then hooked. Someone is hooked on you, you're hooked on them. Again, could be this person who wants more of you than you're willing to give them this week. So just remember that underbelly current of the week contains those issues. First card we have, into you. You could be feeling good chemistry with someone this week, great vibes. This could be a friendship, an existing relationship, could be a family relationship. Maybe you're just feeling good at work, things are going well, maybe you got a raise, I don't know. Could have got a tax return, went shopping, great vibes. Let's see what this is all about. For my collective Virgos this week, the week of April 14th, 2024, what is into you all about? Please clarify this card for them. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Into you is clarified by the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is about conflict, arguing, perhaps someone putting you in competition or you feeling like they're putting you in competition. But this is strife, tension, some sort of disagreement. Maybe you're having a disagreement with someone that you previously felt you had good vibes with. Your second card clarifier, Knight of Wands. Maybe this is the person. I don't know. This could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I would say someone with a lot of fire in your chart, but I really dislike when readers say that because we're not running around asking everyone we interact with, oh, can I have your birth chart so I can see if you have a lot of fire in it? So what I usually tend to say is if it's not an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, it's an individual who's very fiery or a person who really takes good care of themselves on the outside. This is also my Don Juan card. He, she comes in and out. This is the good time, but not a long time night. A lot of fun. Looks good, not here for the long haul. So we'll see what that's all about. Maybe you're arguing with someone like that this week. Look, or maybe even avoiding conflict. We'll see how that plays out. Looking you up. Someone is researching you, studying you, trying to get information on you, trying to look at your photos or get some type of photographic proof. What is this all about for my collective Virgos this week? This is like, oh, that's what it reminds me of. That's like the creeping card in there. There's a creeper and a stalker card and then that photo proof card. So yeah, there's a couple of them in that deck and you happen to get two of them. You know, one came out and then one was underneath. For my collective Virgos for the week of April 14th, 2024, please clarify looking you up. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Looking you up is clarified by the King of Swords. This could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone who's very good with their communication skills. Could potentially be an older person, not necessarily. Again, maybe someone just very mature for their age, who communicates very well. Someone who's clear thinking, who has intellectual power. They're an authority in their life, maybe an authority figure in yours. And this is someone who speaks the truth in a very non-emotional way. Second clarifier for this we have is the Five of Swords in the reverse. So you had the Five of Wands there. I don't know if I said swords before. I meant wands. Now you have the Five of Swords in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse is someone who's open to change, a conflict avoidant. This sometimes is a bad card in the sense that it means someone that doesn't want to confront the difficult issues to have an open and honest conversation like a king or a queen of swords would want. So it could mean that, but it might just mean someone who's open to change, open to moving on from an argument or a betrayal, but also holding a little bit of past resentment. Spiritual hater. Someone is hating on you this week. What the heck is this all about? For my Virgo collective, for the week of April 14th, 2024, please clarify spiritual hater. That card was going to fall out. I just want to take a peek at what it is to see if it comes out again. It is the Eight of Swords in the upright. That would be someone on that negative hamster loop, always thinking, thinking something negative. We'll see if that comes out again. All right, please clarify spiritual hater for the Virgo collective for the week of April 14th, 2024. Two cards, please, from the top of the deck. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Spiritual hater clarified by the Three of Cups. Someone who you recently maybe had a reunion with, could be a friend. This is about celebration. This could also be about reunion. Someone who maybe wants to come back around again. And then you have Four of Pentacles, someone who's holding on to something or wants to have control and stability over a situation, possibly over their finances. This is someone who wants to hold on to something that they see is their possession. Could be a person, place, or thing, but this is someone who conservatively, not in a political way, but conservatively doesn't want to let go of something. All right. Bottom of the deck, the whole underlying belly of it, as I call it. Six of Swords in the upright, a regretful but necessary transition into a more peaceful place. Seven of Cups in the upright, someone who could be looking at a lot of choices, contemplating various options. This is also my La La Land card. So if it comes out again, it kind of depends on what clarifies it. This could be someone living in like wishful thinking, fantasy land, or maybe just someone looking at different choices and weighing their options. And then the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So you or someone having to do with any of these situations here feels like they were either backstabbed or betrayed, or this is just a painful ending to them regarding their connection with you. Let's see what this is all about. Into you. Five of Wands in the upright. Talks about disagreement, competition, strife, tension, conflict. Someone making you feel like you have to compete for their time, compete for their love. Fighting, I don't know why I just heard the word insecurities. Maybe the arguing with this person or them putting you in competition made you feel insecure, or we'll see what comes out. Maybe you walked away from them and it's making them feel insecure. Please clarify this Five of Wands. What does this have to do with the Into You card for my Virgo collective? One more shuffle, please and thank you. Five of Wands in the upright, confirmed, clarified by Seven of Cups. I just said, we'll see if this card comes back out again. Seven of Cups. All right, let's see what that next card is then. The Moon. The Moon's about illusion, fear, something you don't know about, something being hidden from you. Insecurities. Remember I said that if someone put you in competition, you could feel insecure. So someone here is feeling insecure. And the King of Wands. Well, we had the Knight of Wands, the in and outie, right? That was the second card, was I call him the in and outie. This is the upgraded version. This is his father, basically. But I think what spirit or divine, whatever you want to call it, is trying to tell us, it's the same person. I mean, that's their way, right? Because there's only one Knight of Wands in the deck. So I think what they're trying to say is it's the same person. Okay. Let's clarify that Knight of Wands in the upright. Knight of Wands in the upright. Male or female, you're going to have to flip around genders because it's a general reading. But Knight of Wands, male or female, looks good, smells good, feels good. They walk into a room, they captivate the attention and energy of the room, and they leave and they kind of suck it all out and take it with them. They're visionaries. They're often, not all the time, but often business owners, entrepreneurs, those who think out of the box. They also, when they fight really dirty. If you notice, they fight with sticks. They fight with wands. So it's the baseball bat crew. It's like, it's the baseball bat crew. They really take it to the streets to fight, because they fight to win. We'll see. What is this Knight of Wands about in regards to, or in respect to, the Into You card for my Virgo collective this week? Let's do one more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Knight of Wands in the upright is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Someone's manifesting or looking for a new beginning, a new financial opportunity, or possibly a restart in a relationship. Why was I going to say Four of Pentacles? Oh, because the Four of Pentacles is here. Yeah, maybe that's the same person holding on to you. I don't know. This is the Fool in the reverse. Fool in the reverse is someone who's naive. They take foolish risks. They do things without thinking. It's a little bit different than the Fool in the upright. Yes, the Fool in the upright is about to jump off the cliff and take this risk and be spontaneous, but they do it knowingly. They do it willingly. They're ready for the new beginning. This person isn't ready for anything. They may fall off a cliff. They may run right into a brick wall. This is just someone being very foolish and reckless. And then we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about religion, deep-seated beliefs, conformity. Could be someone who wants to have a higher level of commitment with you, or someone who you had a higher level of commitment with. So let me see what this is all about. On the bottom here, we have the Nine of Cups in the upright. Someone or you, maybe both, looking at one another as wish fulfillment. Now we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Whoever this is, they're dissatisfied. This is a Taurus, Virgo, bingo, or Capricorn. Dissatisfied with this situation. Maybe a little too focused on yourself because you don't want to deal with it. But you know what? You have that right? If you want to turn your attention inward, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And then Page of Pentacles in the reverse, financial failure. I think someone's coming back around again this week to offer you a new start, and you're turning them down. Page of Pentacles in reverse is like, I don't want it. Because this is a message. All you have to think about tarot, and I'm sorry if you've heard me say this before, I look at tarot in the time that it was created. It was a card game. And people started looking at it for answers, right? Is Grandma Gertrude gonna die from the plague? And will little Timmy survive the famine? And they started using this card game for esoteric reasons, just to try to get information. And then it, you know, like everything, became very popular. And before you knew it, you had emperors and empresses and kings and queens actually using this to see would they win the next battle or conquer the next land, or how their people would be taken care of. So at the time that this began to become popular and utilized way back then, you did have pages. The emperors and empresses and kings and queens dispatch pages. So the tarot deck has 4 pages. Those pages were usually younger, could have been kids, you know, because kids can get away with things or get into smaller places. They could be spies without anyone thinking they would like work for the government or work for the empire type of thing. And some of them were even like teenagers, because those are the ones you can put on horseback. And so the pages would not only go out and disseminate information, right, share messages or whatever, but they would also retrieve messages for the empire, depending on whatever their thing was. So their responsibility or task was. So with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, right behind you, I think your wish fulfillment right now, because this is a singular card. The singular card is someone who's focused on themselves. And then I have you here overly focused on yourself, which could be good or bad. I don't know your situation. And then immediately after that's the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, like a message being dispatched back, like, I don't want it. Let me see. Let me see here. Good chemistry. It looks like maybe you had at one time, if this is your story, and I'm going to say this as generically as I can, because not all of you are in a romantic relationship, right? Not all of you have a partner you just broke up with. So I'm going to say this as generically as I can, and I ask you to please use your discernment with it. I feel like it's romantic based, but whether this is a professional, personal, like friend or family, or romantic partner, there has been a king, possibly Queen of Wands, take the genders how they resonate. Could have been an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or just someone, again, who took very good care of themselves externally, a very vivacious kind of person, right? This individual is someone that you had conflict with. Either they made you feel like you were in competition, or they put you in competition, but there was a lot of arguing and clashing. At the very least, your last argument, I think, kind of caused a big rift between the two of you, possibly even some sort of separation. So again, someone you work with, a friend, a family member, a lover, okay? This individual could have been living in La La Land, but the more I look at it, and the feeling I'm getting is that they had other options. So if it was a friend, maybe they kind of made you feel left out in the cold because they were hanging out with other people, right? And they made you feel like they had other options, like your friendship was no longer a priority to them. Same with family. Maybe family made you feel like you were the black sheep. Could be something like that. Or it could be a romantic partner who made you feel, or actually did, put you in competition with others. Or maybe it was someone who didn't want to lock you down. You were ready to lock them down. They weren't ready to lock you down. And this person was very mysterious to you, and you didn't understand why. And it caused a lot of fears and insecurity and anxiety for you on why this individual who you looked at like this King of Wands, this good-looking male or female, right? Why weren't they interested in you? It's someone like that can generate a lot of insecurities. And I think it felt you very lost and confused here with that Moon card, that you thought you had great chemistry and you had great vibes, and you kind of didn't know why the relationship wasn't progressing further. Okay? Again, could be, I'm not really seeing this as professional. I got to be honest. but maybe it was. I don't know. Whatever it was, you had a falling, you had a big conflict argument with this individual. They made you feel like you were not a priority. Okay, so if it was at work, they made you feel like you weren't a priority. And it made you feel very anxious and insecure. That person is coming back around again. However, I'm just going to give you a word of caution as someone who's read cards for a long time, and I've loved tarot and I've studied tarot for so long. The Knight of Wands, this King of Wands is the same person, okay? This King of Wands is not returning as a King of Cups that's willing to offer you love. They're not coming back as the King of Swords to have an open and honest conversation with you. I think this is more you, but we'll see. They're not coming back as a King of Pentacles. Where's the King of Pentacles to offer you long-term stability? Like, they're not coming back established. And they're certainly not here, not yet at least, as the Emperor or Empress. So they went from being sexy to now like being non-committal. Like, they're actually returning to you. I'm going to say it. Like, this is the hit it or quit it night, male or female. So this is a good time, not a long time night. Just letting you know. So I'm just putting that out there because I've seen it before, and then people go, oh, but they were going to offer me commitment, and I'm like, I'm just letting you know the card came out for a reason. So please keep that in mind, regardless of what they illusion that they put forth. Just use your intuition, because there might be more here that you don't know. So please take this as a reading, but also as a word of caution, because I kind of have seen this played out a lot, okay? So this person is now returning this week to offer you an Ace of Pentacles, except they're not on a Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is who delivers the pentacle. The Knight of Wands is who promises the pentacle, but he doesn't have one on him. He, she. All they're doing is holding their rod. Their wand in tarot is the phallic symbol. So they are either holding their wand or want you to hold their wand, or they want to hold your wand, whatever, wand. But they're not they're not the Knight of Pentacles carrying, they're promising you the Ace of Pentacles. They're not actually coming with it. They're coming with a wand. See what I mean? Just please be mindful. Male or woman, like male, female, whoever's watching this, masculine, feminine energy, the person coming back around again is going to talk a really good game, and they're going to look really good, but they're not actually bringing what they promised to deliver. They're coming with a wand. They're coming with passion. Please be mindful of that. So you have this Knight of Wands who is offering you an Ace of Pentacles. This person is taking a foolish risk by doing this. This is not a card of confidence. If someone was offering you a real Ace of Pentacles, they sure as shit would be confident. This might be an Emperor card. It's not. Again, please be mindful. I'm not trying, I don't want you to make your relationship decisions based on me, but I've seen this played out so many times, even in my own life. And now I know what this is when it comes up. So that person coming back around again, taking a foolish risk to offer you a new beginning or a restart to the relationship. If this is not, excuse me, not a past person, it's a new person who out of the blue wants to get in your pants and is willing to offer you the world in order to do it. I have to say it how I read it and how I feel it. They're offering you a higher level of commitment. Probably because they know that's what you want. So it's up to you to make up your mind, but that's what you have here. I will say one more thing. We entered Mercury retrograde on April 1st, and it'll be here to the 25th. And then about a week after, that shadow side still lingers. So we have 4 to 5 weeks of ghosts from the past who want to come in and out again when the retrograde is over. So if this is someone you really like and really care for, and you want to restart, I would take it super, super slow for the next 3 to 4 weeks. And then by the, beginning or middle of May, things feel good to you. This person starts showing you that they're really going to take that risk, that it's not so foolish, but now it's something they truly want to do. And now you see movement, real movement towards that Ace of Pentacles. Then believe their offer. And if this person is serious, they'll have no problem waiting a month. What's a month if you want to spend the rest of your life with someone? So that's my advice to you on that spread. Second spread, looking you up. Could be this person, could be someone else. You have a King of Swords, a very masculine, authoritative, speaks well king here coming your way this week, or it could be you. Let's get more information. King of Swords. King of Swords in the upright. Could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or possibly that same individual or someone else who's just portraying themselves as a very good communicator this week. What does this have to do with the Looking You Up card for my Virgo Collective for the week of April 14th, 2024? I'm sorry, I need water. Okay. What does this have to do with Looking You Up for my Virgo Collective for the week of April 14th, 2024? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Excuse me. King of Swords in the upright, clarified by the Devil. Next clarifier, the Tower. Next clarifier, Five of Cups in reverse. Please clarify the Five of Swords in the reverse. Why the Five of Swords in reverse to Looking You Up for my Virgo Collective for this week? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Five of Swords in reverse, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Next, in the upright. Next clarifier, Ten of Cups in the upright. Next card, Ace of Cups in the upright. Bottom of the deck for this column, Eight of Swords. I think we saw that before. Eight of Swords, someone who's in a self-imposed prison, negative thoughts going round and round and round on their head. Eight of Pentacles, someone who's willing to put in the work. Eight of Pentacles is someone who's willing to be an apprentice at something, love, relationship, skill, whatever, and willing to work hard until they master it. This is someone who has reached some stage of enlightenment, and now what they're working hard on, they want it to produce quality results. Again, could be in your professional, personal, or romantic life. Ten of Swords and Nine of Swords. So we went from the 8 and then working hard to 9. So basically the way I read this individual, this is them, could be you, I'm going to find out in a minute, thought so much negatively and they worked so hard at it. They worked so hard at thinking negative thoughts that it ended up disturbing their sleep, and now they have nighttime anxiety and depression. So they went from the 8 and worked so hard at the 8, they landed in the 9. I'm going to peek at what's behind the 9. Oof, King of Pentacles in the reverse. That might be you taking back your power in an authoritative way. Let's see what we have here. So I will say really quickly, as a reader, and again, someone who loves tarot and has researched this so extensively over the years, I look at a tarot deck as if it's comprised of two separate sections. I look at there's a minor arcana and the major arcana. And you know that if you've seen a number of readings. I look at minor arcana cards as you and I. That's us in our meat suits. And the minor arcana cards are what we do and how we feel and how we behave and what we're going to do. It's all about us. It's me, 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 me. And I look at the major arcana cards as the divine intervention, even if we don't like it. It could be a devil being purposely put on our path to teach us a lesson, how to be our own advocate, how to stand up for ourselves, learning how to walk away, how to set up clear boundaries, how to become financially independent. Like how to be kind, compassionate. There's millions and billions of reasons why a devil would be put in your path, because there's some lesson that we have to learn. And then towers are created when you're not learning the lesson, and the tower has to come in. It's kind of like the hit on the back of like, come on, Virgo, or come on, meat suit, let's get with it. And when you learn the lesson, you get either the World card or the Wheel of Fortune. So you got the Wheel of Fortune. So you're very close to whatever this lesson is with this person. You're very close to learning it. This is where the divine says, it's up to you. You have the gift of free will. You can spin the wheel back, and whoever this is, and I'm going to clarify in a minute, you can spin the wheel back and go in the backwards. Now, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is bad luck. So if you want to do this all over again with this person, it's going to end up exactly how it is now. This is a karmic person. Karmic means put on your path to teach you a lesson. You can't turn a karmic into a good person, a soulmate, a twin flame, not their intended purpose. They're put on your path to teach you a lesson. You've learned the lesson. Whatever this is, I'm about to figure it out. You can repeat it and waste time learning it all over again, or you can say, nope, I'm moving forward. And once you move forward, you get a world card, it closes out, then you get the Fool card in the upright, not in the reverse. You get in the upright and you're ready for a whole new beginning. And the Fool card is it's like probably my second favorite major arcana card, because every decision we make from life to birth begins by taking a conscious chance. Buy the house, date that person, marry them, divorce them, have kids. How many kids? 2, 4, 5, go to school. You know what I mean? Big major life decisions begin by us consciously wanting to leap over the edge, even when we can't see what the hell is on the other side or below us. Okay? Sorry, I had a ramble. So I just want you to know that this reading, sorry, I want to make sure I have the cards in the proper order. This reading is telling me that this is being divinely orchestrated. Whether it's good or bad, it's meant to, what did I just hear? It's meant to course correct you. Sorry, I'm clairaudient. It's meant to course correct you because you failed to correct the course yourself. That's why this is happening. So, you have a King of Swords, possibly a Queen of Swords. Could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone who is willing to have a open, I'm putting open in quotes because I got the devil here, an open and honest conversation with you. After they've been looking you up and spying on you. Now they want the open and honest conversation. Okay, buddy. This is someone who you deemed or should have deemed to be toxic. Someone who was maybe addicted to too many other people, players, lovers. Someone who had toxic codependencies, drugs, alcohol, sex. Someone who maybe just had toxic personality traits. Maybe they're just a wounded masculine or a wounded feminine, and they're bringing into your relationship really, maybe they're not a drug addict or an alcoholic or a sex addict who cheated on you, right? Maybe they're just someone who has really bad toxic relationship traits because they're wounded from past relationships, and now in this relationship in your life, they're like a devil because they don't know how to behave accordingly in a healthy relationship, okay? But it's someone who is, and that you should have figured out by now, and I think some of you did, that this person is the devil. This person is causing a tower moment. And I can't figure out yet if you already left them and they're remorseful, or if you're going to leave them this week. I have a feeling they're looking you up because for the majority of you, you left them already. That could have been last week's reading where you were moving in silence. Maybe you didn't move in silence yet. Maybe you're just moving in silence on your plan, and this person's kind of figuring out you're about to leave them, and now they're trying to get information from your friends or looking stuff up online to see if you're really leaving them, like checking your bank accounts. Are you saving money on the side? That kind of thing. Could be that if you haven't left them yet, and now they're looking up to see, are you about to leave them? But this person is causing a tower moment this week. I think you're leaving them behind. For those of you who have been working on the exit plan that I talked about at the onset of this, because of your reading last week, I'm going to scoot these on the side. For those of you who have been working on the exit plan, you've already left this person, and I'll tell you why. As a reader, I not only look at the cards that are here, but I look at the cards that aren't here. I also look at the order that they came in. And the order I have here is that the devil, there was a tower moment with the devil, either very recently or will be in the next 2 to 3 days. And you walked away from this devil. So I'm looking at it at you looking back at the tower, or it could be them looking back at the tower that their toxicity caused and crying over the spill, 3 cups of milk here, 3 cups of love. Okay. So this is either you or them reflecting back at what has happened. If it hasn't happened yet, because remember, we're all on different timelines. So for those of you where it happened already, you or them this week kind of looking back, maybe feeling a little regretful that things ended the way they did. So you or them could kind of be all up in their feels and now want to have a conversation this week about it. For those of you that are planning to do it in the future and you're moving and still moving in silence, this person's figured it out and they want to have a conversation with you about it. So you're going to have to place yourself on which timeline you're on. For those of you who are going to do it this week, like it's going down. Like if you already knew the week of the 14th, I'm out of there for whatever reason. Maybe you already made travel plans, moving plans, whatever. This is the week it's going down and you're leaving them behind, and there's a lot of disappointment and just this feeling of like bereavement, like, right? Like losing a relationship, losing a person. Even if it was toxic, you still invested time, love, money. There's still some feeling of loss and regret, not just on their part, but on your part. Okay. We had the Five of Swords in the reverse. This is an individual you don't want to fight with anymore, but I believe you still hold some past resentment against them because of whatever betrayal or deceit, or maybe promised you things if they're that same person and didn't come through. So you're still kind of holding on to some resentment this week over them. The Wheel of Fortune is telling you it's ready to move forward. Moving forward, you can roll into Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups. It's so possible for you here. I'm going to read this two ways, and I'm going to get new information. Okay, I'm going to get more information, For some of you, if it's been a long time since you've separated from this person, I don't mean 2 weeks or 2 months. I mean years. Because remember, Mercury retrograde goes back from the past, way back. So think way back. If you left some person that you could have been, again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone who spoke well, male or female, and you left them a long time ago, they're thinking of you this week, trying to look you up, trying to find you online, trying to reconnect with you, because now they realize what they lost. Now they're remorseful and regretful. And you know what? If you believe that this person did the healing work, they've transformed, and you really believe it, it's an intuition over head over heart decision, then yeah, there's the possibility that this becomes an entirely new cycle, moves forward, and brings in the Ten of Cups for both of you. Total wish fulfillment and so much love that the cup overfloweth. You have enough love for yourself and for them, and vice versa. So it's a week for a lot of you to use your discernment on whether or not this person coming back around again. And I think that's the shock. I'm going to clarify the Tower, but I think that's the shock. That's a shock. It's like, oh my God, where the hell did you come from? It could have been someone you broke up with 6 months ago and you thought it was done and over with. And it's like, they're back. Guess who's back? Back again. So that might be what I call your video. Guess who's back? Back again. So you're really going to have to use your intuition. I'm surprised we don't see the High Priestess card here. To make an intuition, overhead, over heart decision on whether or not you want to take back the person. But I want to clarify that Tower. Because the shakeup is they're coming back. They're coming back. Please clarify the Tower further. I'll take one card on the Tower, and if I need more, then I'll clarify more. One card on the Tower, please. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Further clarifying that Tower, the Star. This person may have actually done the healing work. You have 3 major arcanas. Perhaps the separation or leaving them shook them enough to heal them. If it's been a long time, you may want to give this person a chance. Let them prove themselves to you over a period of a couple of weeks. Get out of Mercury retrograde, right? Get into May. Take it super slow till then and see. This person may be healed and they want a renewal. They want hope and they want a renewal with their Virgo. If that's your storyline, I would just make sure they're healed. I got to see what's under this. Okay. This person's having a lot of courage, and they're like, I'm up for the challenge. I'm up for the challenge. Curious to see one more now. Knight of Pentacles. Remember I said they come in like the Don Juan, but they're only holding their wand? Now they're coming in with a pentacle. Oh, I just got goosebumps. Okay, so for some of you, you're going to have the Don Juan of Knights appear and offer you a future, or some higher level of commitment, or I'm ready now. I love you, babe. I don't want to lose you. That's all well and good. Wait until after Mercury retrograde. Make them, I don't want to say earn it, because love's not a game and we're all supposed to be mature adults, right? But I would make them prove to you their sincerity, that they're not just a hit it and quit it knight, male or female. I think you're going to be super surprised that for a bunch of you, the Don Juan is really the Knight of Pentacles. But I wouldn't jump into it because it's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee this is going to transform into this. Let me get time. I hate going into the timing deck, because sometimes this timing deck will say like 6 years from now. That's a little crazy. But let's see. I'll see how I feel about the timing deck. I can always clarify off of the... Actually, I have my timing right there. I could take the Seven of Wands as timing. All right. Let me do this anyway and see if it comes out. All right. For the Virgo collective, now you got me so super curious. I thought this was going to be an easy read. For the Virgo collective, for the Knight of Wands, King of Wands person here, kind of coming back from the dead. How long does it take for them to become the Knight of Pentacles? Because, yeah, if you give them time, and you make them wait. So cups in tarot are spring. Yeah, they're coming back around now. Huh. Okay. Maybe till the end of spring. What's the end of spring? Middle of June, right? June 20th or whatever. We go 21st. We go into summer. Maybe that's how long you should give them to see if they actually show up with that pentacle. But let's see, what does the timing deck have? Okay, for my Virgo collective, for the Knight of Wands returning, if in fact they become the Knight of Pentacles, how long does it take? How long does Virgo need to wait for the Knight of Wands to become a Knight of Pentacles? How long does Virgo need to wait? Stop trying to control the timing. Oh, we got one that flew out. Yeah, sometimes this deck just doesn't want you to know. In the distant future, stop trying to control timing. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving knight. It is a slow-moving knight. Let me try to get it again for you. Because, like, for me, this is 1 year. Or up to 1 year. And I wouldn't say wait around for this person. I would never, like, advise anyone. I wouldn't tell myself that wait a year for someone. Dude, you either have the pentacle or you don't. Your wand is nice, but it's kind of like show me the money kind of thing. All right. Just what flew out there. Let's see. What do we have? I said show me the money, and that card went shoo. Within the next 6 months. So, it did say distant future. Stop controlling the timing. Trust in divine timing. Again, you know, in the near future. So, again, we're all on different timelines. So for some of you, it's within the next 6 months. I was going to say like 8 days because wands are days, but I don't think someone is going to go from this to this in 8 days. I don't. I was thinking up to a year because for me, pentacles are year. Pentacles are also winter. So that's like waiting until December 21st or something. But I think you can take it slow. I would look for not just red flags, I would look for green flags. Make sure they're not the flighty nighty and they're a little bit more stable. I see a lot of potential for them coming in the future, and depending on your timeline, it could be 6 days, 6 weeks, or 6 months where this person actually does then, you know, whether they're proposing marriage or let's move in together, whatever higher level of commitment means for you. For the bulk of you, this person is serious. But I just think that if you just start being passionate with them and stuff, it's going to take longer. It'll take a year. And I think if you don't, it may be, I hate to say forces or manipulates the situation, but it makes them realize that you set up clear boundaries and you know your worth and you're not settling for less. And that might force the Wands to reappear with a Pentacle sooner than expected. I think this person has it in them to eventually do it, but you can speed up the process. Even though it says stop trying to control timing, you certainly can by not just jumping into bed with them. Is the clearest way I can say it. And that goes for men and women. And make sure that it's, you know, they're seriously offering you the Pentacle, right? And not that they're coming back around to use you. I mean, let's face it, some women use men for money and some men use women for sex and vice versa. So just be smart about it. That's all. Be smart. And if they have to wait, they wait. That's fine. Spiritual hater. Better to wait than to have you, you know, falling apart again and having another tower moment. So, spiritual hater. 3 of Cups in the upright talks about celebration, friendship, creativity, community, and even reunion. Why is the 3 of Cups in the upright here for spiritual hater? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. 3 of Cups in the upright clarified by the 2 of Cups. The 6 of Wands. This person wants victory with you. The High Priestess in reverse. Someone needs to use their intuition. There's a hidden agenda here. This is using your intuition. This is a divine basically screaming at you that there's a hidden agenda and you need to use your intuition. Wow. 4 of Pentacles in the upright talks about someone wanting control, stability, looking at you or something as a possession, not wanting to let go. A little stalkerish. What is the 4 of Pentacles in the upright all about as it pertains to the spiritual hater? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. 4 of Pentacles in the upright clarified by 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands clarified by the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. 9 of Cups. Bottom of the deck for this row. Judgment in reverse. Someone is failing to examine the situation and see it for what it is. Someone, so in this card, I have to cover up them because they're naked and YouTube doesn't like it. In this card, you have an angel blowing the trumpet. Like Virgo, like trying to get your attention. Virgo, this is judgment. This is divine making judgment. I sent you this to teach you a lesson. Virgo, like you're not paying attention. Because for some of you, this person is going to offer you stability. And for some of you, it's no more than a good time. And that's why you need to use your intuition. And for those of you where they're really offering you a pentacle, I think you're going to wait and really set up healthy boundaries and wait and see what happens. And when they offer you the pentacle, y'all are going to ride off into the sunset until you're happily ever after. But there's a bunch of you that are watching this right now that's never going to materialize for, no matter how bad you want it. And I'm so sorry because I've been there too. And it's a horrible feeling. It's a horrible feeling to want a Knight of Wands to turn into a Knight of Pentacles or a King of Pentacles. But that's not their intended purpose. So for some of you, the devil has recovered. And for some of you, he, she has not. And for those of you that they haven't, the High Priestess card is in the reverse. There's a hidden agenda promising you a pentacle when all they can give you is a wand. A good time, not a long time. So this is like the need to listen to your inner voice. And this at the bottom of the deck is in the reverse. And in the reverse, it's you're not heeding the call. You're not. This is the second card telling you you're not heeding the call. You're not re-examining the situation and seeing it for what it is. You are doubting yourself. You're doubting your intuition. You can't, regardless of who this is, because you don't know who this is. You don't know if this person is just a Knight of Wands that'll turn into a Knight of Pentacles. And that's your test. Your test. Remember I said to you, karmics are put on our path to teach us lessons? This is your test. If you pass the test, you get happily ever after, whether it's with this person or someone else. If you don't pass test, you got to do this whole crazy rope-a-dope circus, you know, dumpster on fire down Main Street on a Hurricane 5 all over again. Like, it's crazy. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse because you can't turn karmics into soulmates. So please, please, you got 2 cards here, one on the top, one on the bottom, like almost begging you to use your intuition and discernment to figure out, is it just a Knight of Wands or is it a Knight of Pentacles? Wow. 4 of Swords, you're going to have to sit on it. You got to contemplate. Swords are weeks. 4 weeks. Remember I said wait the 4 or 5 weeks. Wait till you're out of Mercury retrograde. Like, thank you, Spirit. There's more confirmation. Tell me up. Thank you for the offer. I've been waiting for you to come around. Yep, I loved and missed you too, best friend or lover or whatever, ex-wife, ex-husband. But I need to sit on it. I need to think about it because I want equal reciprocity. I don't want an in and outie, right? I want someone who's going to plan me for the long haul. I don't want to be breadcrumbed. I don't want someone who has options and keeps secrets. It just can't be any louder. It just literally the message can't be any louder. So this person's come back around again. They want a reunion. They want victory. Unfortunately, your intuition is going to be off. Please focus on your intuition. This person's holding on tightly to you. They're going to communicate all of this. This could also be a card of travel because it's the second fastest card in the deck, right behind the Chariot. So either this person is coming to you this week or communicating a lot of back and forth wands. This could also be a lot of sexual passion. If some of you cave into the King of Wands instead of really focusing and figuring out, will he, she turn into the Knight of Pentacles. I meant Knight of Wands. You know what I meant. So the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who's disorganized. And I think you're a bit disorganized because in the upright, it's someone who's trying to adapt to a situation and trying to do time management and trying to weigh their options. Some of you are not going to weigh your options. You're just going to go for it. You're going to think this person was your wish fulfillment and everything you ever wanted, and now they're back and you won. You know, if it was a third party, let's say, oh, they came back to me, they picked me. No, please don't rush. Please don't rush. 4 weeks. 4 weeks to think about it. Please. That's what I have for you, Virgo. You have, it looks like a ghost from the past coming back around again. For some of you, for all of you, they're going to come in sexy and hot, male or female. For some of you, the person will have went through their healing and they're now a better person, and they will in time, up to a year, Divine says within 6 months, offer you a real stable future. And for those that happens, you're going to ride off into the sunset and it's going to be beautiful. Good on you. I'm happy for you. There's a handful of you where that's not going to happen. The person's intention is to take a foolish risk and promise you a future and a higher level of commitment when really all they can offer you is a good time for a short time. It's not even a good time for a long time. Please heed the call, because off the bat you're not going to know how your situation ends. This is a timeline jump for you guys. Remember I was talking about timelines. This is a timeline jump. For those of you who wait and it ends up working out, you jump to a whole new timeline. 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups, beautiful. For those of you who don't, you get stuck here and you have to do it again. And all you're doing is delaying this with the real person because it's not here, even if you want it to be here. So please guard your heart and your time and your resources and your patience. And at the end of the day, remember, 9 of Cups doesn't mean someone else. 9 of Cups is one of my favorite minor arcana cards. 9 of Pentacles is my ultimate favorite, and this is probably my second. This is someone who's very happy with themselves. They can fill all their cups by themselves. If they get to 10 of Cups one day because they find someone, fantastic. If not, they are so content and happy with what they have. So if you have to, for a couple of weeks or a month or two, hang out as the 9 of Cups, enjoy your time. Your 10 of Cups is coming, whether it's with this person or someone else. But don't dump your cups out for a mistake. Love yourself. Use your intuition, my friends. For some of you, it's going to be a fantastic week. For some of you, a little bit of challenge. you know, until you kind of figure out who it is. But love is on the way to you one way or another. Use your discernment, please. If you like this message, if any part of it resonated with you, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. That'll help me incorporate your energy into my future readings. And until I read for you again, Virgo, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.